Oh, if I leave Discord,
You
it'll
can go.
mess up Jeff.
Oh, just go. Just
He's
go.
on his phone, not his computer.
We're
When he gets
working this
potato,
all out.
sorry.
We're having some technical. It's the final show. It's our final session, and technology.
Against
It's the
us.
final brain cell.
Technology says fuck you. Well, if you weren't here for last time,
Oh,
we don't really need all these people. Well, I guess all the people here, except for Jeff. Jeff can leave. Yeah, technically Artemis could leave, I guess. There's a lot of dead people. There's only 4 party members left. We have Steve. We have. Oh
I think
God.
the surprising thing is Steve's not dead. How that happened?
We have Steve. We have Rook. We have Grenlead, and we have Worm. NPCs with the party currently are Tika and Fizben. We are literally in the bottom of Skullcap Mountain, so it'll be good.
Where we're all gonna like.
This is a good time to bring you some joy by telling you our sponsor, Canadian Dice. For the best dice, the only dice, go to CanadianDice.ca and get your set today. You can use the code OMRD, which is the initials for Old Men Rolling Dice, to get yourself a 10% discount. Ryan, I think you're in chat. I hope you're still in chat. I don't think we're past his mailing deadline, are we?
December 10th, so 1 day past.
We're one
but
day
you can
past?
get expedited shipping.
Yeah, we can. And I know that Ryan's really good about getting things shipped. So, anyway, now you're paying a little extra to get it shipped to you for Christmas. But
yeah, less him, more mail.
Can we just
like
all, if
people.
someone's like sitting on the fence out there, can we just all agree that dice are a good Christmas gift for any gamer? Like, you can't go wrong with this.
100%.
Yeah, even if they play only on the computer, it's still awesome to have.
Still awesome.
Those little.
We're all dice goblins.
Even if they're too nervous to get their own game, they can still they'll still like their dice. I promise you. If you haven't been over to check out the Voctaire this month, please do so at your earliest convenience. That's twitch.tv/the Voctaire. Affy and Artemis are running one-shots all month long to raise money for Extra Life, and it goes to a great cause. This is in continuation to the fundraiser that they ran in October for spooky one-shots. So we're just adding to those totals, and we keep rolling them up. After tonight, I think I'm pretty much done playing D&D, except for I have my one-shot for the Voctaire, which is not going to be here. It'll be over on the Voctaire site. I think this channel's done after tonight for the year. We may see you in the new year after tonight. And I am in a one-shot with Team Drew's Basement on the 20th. But where is that? Is that he has his own channel for that, right?
Yeah, that's on Team Drew's Basement.
Yeah. So if you want to check that out, head over to Old Men Rolling Dice on Instagram, and we've been pumping it up that I'm going to be there. Basically, I think the whole party comes from. Oh no, we have 1 or 2 extras that aren't from. Like, Affy,
but they don't count.
You're in it. Artemis is in it. Captain's in it. I'm in it.
And then there's other.
We got Storyteller Tavern.
Is that who it is?
No, Heroes of Evermore.
Yeah.
Oh, Heroes of Evermore.
I don't know that person, do I?
I think I played with him when I was in Drew's Basement once before.
Yeah. Drew hasn't DM'd in a while. He took a little bit of time off, so it'll be good. He's coming back, and he's going to have us to fuck up his homebrew world.
Yep. And I plan to do it in my typical fashion.
Is that why you asked me to name that character today?
No.
No?
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Just a quick note. This is the last of our first edition Dragonlance campaign for the time being. We are going to kick over Sunday nights in the new year to our Howl the Carrion King campaign here, and there may be some Dragonlance in the future. I would certainly like to do some more Dragonlance. So
well, we can't because they're all fucking dead.
Yeah, just not with this party because they're all dead. So let's jump right back into it. We're in the, as I said, the bowels of Skullcap. There's a long corridor here with 6 statues up either side of it. all three up either side, and then a pair of doors that you managed to close. You had to use knock spells to get through all of these, and the keys went into the base of the statues, which are different versions of the god of evil magic Nuatari. And when each time the keys were turned, it shut down whatever the magical effect in the middle was. So what now? Rook just went off exploring and has triggered a fireball trap, but he's back with the party now.
Mm-hmm. No eyebrows when I'm back with the party. I found it.
The statue at the end of the hall is currently got somebody's cloak over it. This one here. So where would we like to go? What would we like to do? Tell me. Fizbin has told you he does not have another knock spell. Now, the doors at the end of the hall are openable. That leads into the room where that skull that killed Benedict. Just so you know, I took my son to a volleyball tournament. And it was at a school called St. Benedict's. And it was, it was
technically, I killed myself.
It was very
noble that's what I was going to say, technically.
And then beyond that room with the skull, there is a door. But no one has attempted that door. Or sorry, you did run across to the door and realized it wasn't opened. Yeah. And then Benedict decided he would Charlie Brown the skull. Totally missed it, fell on it, and when he touched it, he basically died, and he can't be brought back. It's a serious death.
We didn't look for a keyhole like just inside the room like the ladders were in the anti-grav rooms and stuff?
You did
because
not.
We have no more
the only place
invisible.
You have one key left, and all the other 6 keys, because there's 7 keys, are in the base of the statues. Do you want me to read this? Do you want me to read this description again? Just
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Would that help? So,
sir, yes, sir.
So where you're currently standing is a statue stands in the shadows of an alcove where the 2 corridors meet. Double doors made of iron face to the north. So that's where we are right now. Important to note that this statue does not, there's no keyhole in this one. Okay? And then the hallway to the north, the iron doors open to reveal a short corridor 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. Pardon me, 10 by 10. And on either side are alcoves containing statues, draped in heavy shadow. And you guys then used your keys in each of these. So you have one key that's not in. Now there was a bit of a confusion in our chat between sessions that those keys were. I think I maybe did say that they locked into place. I said that in the hopes of you understanding that they were doing something. They're not physically locked. They could be removed. But your assumption
that might reactivate the magic spells too.
That's correct.
And that would what's the word? Suck.
Grenlead's been deeply shaken by the whole event and replaying it over and over again in her mind. And I'm sure that before being brutally toasted, my brother had behaved as though he'd perhaps seen a goddess that we met a while ago. And in absolute desperation, I wonder if I cry out to the goddess for help from here, would she hear me?
Oh.
Because Grenlead has always wanted to believe and has been very, very shaken by all of this.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw the goddess, but I think my brother did.
Okay. Would you like to roll, or would you like me to roll?
I'll roll.
I'll give you a 1.
What am I rolling?
I will give you a 1% per level that the goddess hears you and acts on that.
Oh yeah, those are great odds.
So your 5th level, right? Or are you 6?
I think I made it back up to 6.
Okay, so you're going to roll a D100 and you need 6% or less.
Okay.
And if
Is
so,
that all?
Grenlead will invoke some sort of divine intervention here in the depths of...
Sorry, I just have to find it. Sorry. I'm not finding it.
Take your time. If you can see the D100 across the bottom, you can roll that. It's a button. If you can't,
it's not.
If you can't find that, then go over to the left side to the dice.
Here it is.
And there should be a D100 there. Close. So you guys can see that Grenlead is obviously in a bad way. Maybe holding on to her brother's holy symbol. Sort of cries out, but does not receive an answer.
It's depressing.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
In a non-creepy way, just kind of pat her on the shoulder, trying to be comforting. Not creepy, pervy, just,
You have to clarify that with this group of people.
I think I had to very much clarify with this group, so just tell her I don't have the words to tell her what she's going through and with her loss, and just say I really respected her brother. He's what kept me on the mission.
Steve's going to go over with his red eyes with tears on his cheeks, saying, I'm going to miss my eating buddy too. And I'm going to just hug her.
Okay.
Fuck creepy. I'm just going to pick her up and hug her. I'm going to miss him too.
So, I'll say Tika gets in on that too. So, Fizbin and Worm are kind of standing back while there's some sort of a hug fest going on.
Brooks, not a hugger. He just patted her.
Yeah, maybe Tika maybe doesn't give you a choice. She just sort of drags you into the pile of the pile of love. So he looks at Worm and Fizban says, "So, Worm with a Y. What do we do now?"
I just can't believe that we would have come this far and seen the things we've seen to just end it drop kicking a stupid skull.
Failing.
What a fucking moron.
All three together.
We have to go back.
What if we all cry out together to the goddess? We know that magical things are happening. We can't give up now.
Oh, now I've had a chance.
Sure.
About it. I think we need to go back and fight that skull. Whoever's on the other side of that door will get it. And I'm looking at the two magic users going, I opened up those doors. Could you guys drop some of your power spells into there? Then we shut the doors almost immediately. I'm thinking if I wouldn't know what this is, but out of game, I'm thinking as we opened the door and you guys dropped in fireballs and stuff like that, then we shut the door immediately. That was
No, that spell.
Just grab the keys. I'm immune to the
says
spells.
he does.
Fine.
Fizban's like,
So I'm thinking,
fireball, yes. I know that.
yes, I'm thinking.
Oh, God.
If I go down there, open that door quickly, and you guys just launch everything that you got through that door, and then I shut it. Like you hit him with your lightning, hit him with fireball, and I shut the door, and we just keep doing that till that thing comes out. Or if we had arrows, if someone else who wanted to open, I can just sit there and hit it with arrows too until you shut the door. We all just take a hit at it and then shut the door. So we can't. That's what
like
I'm
the worst telemarketers ever.
Yeah, I got another way we can get it. Use our range weapon. Use our
Knock,
range,
knock, Avon.
and that way it's got to open the door before it can hit us, and it can't get us with its sound. That's what we gotta.
I like the praying first. Could we all do a big group handheld and pray and hope?
Sure, I'll try that once, but that's what I'm thinking we got to do.
No, that's not a bad plan. That's right up my alley. But honestly, we should do that. But I think we should pray first because we probably will die.
Fizbin says, you know, if the door beyond needs to be knocked, we don't have one. And
Well,
Yes, we do. We call it Steve.
he looks at Worm just to confirm that.
what if we go down a
No,
room,
I'm out.
then we can come back? That way you guys are fully recharged with kinetic. Then we can
Well-
get your magic. Then we can come back and just lace this thing.
I've got the cottage, so
We can do it right here.
yeah.
How big's the cottage?
I think we determined it was like 20 or 30 by 30.
It won't fit in here.
I've got a room. I point to my singed eyebrows. I have a room.
Unless the trap reset.
Well, you might be able to do it.
It's 210 square feet.
You might be able to do it in the room where Rook found the fireball.
You got that wrong. The fireball found Rook.
Fair enough. So do you want to do that then?
Yeah, and I'll lead
Sure.
them through it. I'll show them where we got to
Okay. Yeah.
drop.
Don't worry about moving anybody. Everybody can get 1 hit point back for a night's rest.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm at 1 now, right?
Not
Yeah.
you. Not you, sir.
I
That
think
was worth
that's
a shot.
fair.
Okay.
Yeah. You're so dead you had to heal to get into the afterlife. That's how fucking dead
And
you
your
are.
spells are back, as are Fizbin's.
So, who wants? Like, I can go open the door, but that means I can't use my bow. I've got a magic arrow, and I've got whatever, and I point to it's their magic bow. That would limit some of our ranged magic. Does someone else want to open it? I'll still go do it if no one else will. But does someone else want to open the door so we can launch everything into it at the skull?
Before we do anything, we're gonna pray.
Fine, let's do the prayer if you want.
Grand lead? Will you lead?
So we're all gonna hold hands.
Kumbaya, bitches. Yep.
Kumbaya. Okay. Well, you all gather around, and Grenlead says a few words, and although inspirational, you don't feel any more or less blessed than you already do.
Come on, man. Touch us with the Holy Spirit. Touch us.
So who do we want to send open the door? Like, I can go do it, or do we want to send somebody?
Not. Kind of my job.
All right. I'm gonna get here, notch a magic arrow into my magic bow.
Worm, are you okay? You think we can do this?
I'm just reading my spells. Sorry, one sec.
Take your time.
Or if someone has a spell, what's the spell? Silence, so the thing can't use its words.
You haven't heard it use any words, just to be devil's advocate there.
I thought it made a sound. That's what killed Jeff.
Oh, let me double check that.
Yeah, it screamed.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Because you fell on it.
Right after yelling that he was going to kick this football clear to the moon.
Yeah, it gave off a howling sound. A howling sound.
This is like, there's worse places to die.
Yeah.
None come to mind.
It won't cost anything to bury us when we're already this far underground.
True.
Yeah.
Here we're gonna die.
I feel like this is sounding like the Alamo here.
Yeah, it's the Alamo.
One last hurrah.
I prefer Butch Cassidy, but we'll go with that.
Oh yeah, with the entire Bolivian army waiting for us. Thank you.
Yeah, well, hey, at least they went out running in a blaze of Steve.
No, this feels like Kelly's Heroes where they're going off to meet the Germans up in the tank.
We can do that. All right.
All.
Worm, do you have a way to stop that from yelling at us?
No, I don't.
I think
Old man, do you
I
have-
think you'll find silence as a cleric spell in first edition.
You know, Jeff,
Doing that way too much.
chuckling when you give us that bad information. Not nice.
All right, let's do this. Is everyone ready?
Why don't you move your characters in the position where they are?
For one, I'm just like look down the door. I bow, and I've got a magic arrow.
Pat Rook's shoulder and cast invisibility on him.
On me. I'm not going up to the front of the door.
Or Steve, sorry. I thought Rook was going.
Yeah, I was just gonna say thanks.
Sorry,
because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything offensive yet.
I thought Rook was going. I'm sorry. I was reading my spells. The ADHD does not allow for multiple trains of thought. Just cycling trains of thought.
Okay.
Is everybody ready? Is Fizbin ready with his spell?
I'm ready with lightning bolt.
Fizbin comes up to here. Like where do you? Is this where everybody is? Tika goes up with Steve.
Firing everything we got at that skull.
Steve's invisible.
Tika.
Oh.
Tika, fuck off.
Okay, Tika's back here then.
I like you too much to have you murdered up here. Fuck off.
So is Grenly currently invisible?
Yeah, and hiding behind my shield with my crossbow ready. It's awkward, but you know.
And Steve has invisibility cast on him, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, old man. Old magic weirdo.
Old man, look at my...
Yes. Do you have a way to make it silent in there so it can't scream at us and turn me into a
I thought the
briquette?
plan was for me to cast Fireball. I'm rather looking forward to it.
Sure. Sure, that'll work. And then quiet after that. Because we're going to launch things in.
I don't have a silence spell.
Why not?
Because I think that's in the domain of a cleric.
Oh yeah, and he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Damn it.
Maybe too soon.
I'm going to have to eat by myself now.
Okay,
I'll eat with you.
Steve, are you going to
You
open
can't
the door?
keep up.
I can try.
I don't know. Everybody got an action ready?
Yeah, I got my bow loaded, ready to go.
Everybody's ready to go. Don't! I pick up a rock so they can see it. I'm right here. Don't hit me.
Okay.
Put the rock down. 1, 2.
Let's
3.
This. So, just as before, give me a moment here. The door opens and the skull lays on the floor amongst those rings. Or did someone grab those last time?
We grabbed the rings.
Okay, so it's just lying on the floor amongst sort of dust and
ash.
Yeah, the remains of Benedict.
Night ash.
Okay.
What rings did we grab? Sorry, before this continues and we die.
The circlets of the 3 skeletal warriors that you fought before.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay.
On the way
Carry
back,
on.
thought he was going to punt the skull.
So, the door opens and Fizbin casts Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And
probably kills me.
Should probably wait until something hostile is there, no? Just in case it's not effective
it's just sitting on the ground, yeah.
Yeah, in case it's like immune when it's in its docile state.
Well, I'm going to shoot an arrow at it anyway. I'm going to hit the skull dead on and see if I shatter the skull.
Okay, roll your shot.
So I've got this bow. And I've got a +1 arrow.
You're using Kira's old bow, right?
Yes.
Kira's new bow.
Oh, that sounds...
Kira's bow.
I used that bow one time.
So put modifiers on it. It gets the
I've already put the modifiers on it.
Okay, so I just got to put the +1 for the +1 arrow then?
I think so. Hold on a second. Let me double check your character sheet. Like, there should be. You have the stag bow there now, right? Yeah, the stag bow's got the stats already put in it.
Okay.
You just need to add,
Yeah. So done. And I'm firing now.
Mhm.
Don't make it that thing.
Fire in the skull.
You go. I don't see it rolling.
I don't see it rolling either. What did you do?
I hit. So I got one. Then I hit
Okay.
submit.
Don't keep rolling. There we go.
Oh, great. What a great time to roll a 10. Can I fire another?
Yeah,
levels?
absolutely. You got a
Yeah, I'll do it.
14. You've got a 14 Thaco,
Keep firing, assholes.
so that doesn't hit.
Big. It's not rolling.
Are you submitting it?
I'm hitting submit. It's just not taking it. There it goes. Oh, that's a hit.
Woo. Let's take that one.
So that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
That you rolled. So
Well, that's it.
we're gonna double up on that damage, 8 to 16.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
So
just give me one moment. Okay.
Is there like mournful wind blowing in the soundtrack?
There is.
That's this. Okay.
Okay. So the arrow goes in and strikes it, and it's like it's like the arrow hits metal. You just see it shatter as it hits the skull. It then rises up, and the dust and gravel around it begin to spin.
Hey, and now they should unload all the other magic.
What is everyone else doing as it begins to rise off the floor?
Fireball, fireball.
Fizban's like, no.
Yes.
So he throws a fireball down, and the room detonates in fire. And what are you doing there,
Worm with a Y.
Worm?
I'm firing a lightning bolt in such a way like this, so it ricochets back at him.
Okay. So you have it go through him and then stroke back through him again.
Yeah.
And again, if possible. And again.
Because it's just open how I want you to open. Fuck.
If you do 5 feet wide, it's 80 feet long, isn't it?
8 inches long, so yes.
That's 80 feet.
Yeah.
So you can probably bounce it 3 times through him.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna power him up 3 times. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Fuck.
I'm so close to death.
Okay.
I'm blind. Oh, there it is. 76.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that 3 times for me.
There you go.
27, 28, 26.
Yep. So you go
None of
real good
that's
or real bad.
Yeah, Topi doesn't power it up. I'm hoping it only powers with eating mustaches.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm just double checking a rule here.
Oh boy.
DM checks rules.
That's usually not a good sign, is it?
Not so much, no.
Hey, good
Not-
time.
not-
Destroyed it, and then it's whether it's the whole place collapsing around. Could be that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So,
When did you become optimistic?
I think it should possess me to save itself.
I think we should just keep talking and confuse the DM.
Perfect.
So the skull, the lightning passes through it, and it seems unaffected. The fireball detonates, and there is no visible damage caused to the skull either. There's.
I'm gonna look while I'm here.
Where the arrow would literally hit it right between the eyes. There's not even a smudge as it begins to float down the hall towards you. Would anyone else like to take a turn?
I would like to look and see if I can see a keyhole somewhere in this room. It's well lit with fire and lightning.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping
there's a key in these
hole?
back doors.
We didn't find one before.
I didn't think you looked for it before. I thought you just checked if it was locked, and I said yes.
We didn't look for a key. You got the key, buddy. Run over and do something.
Okay, I will. Once it comes down the hallway for you people.
I mean, you're invisible.
Right, I will run in and open the other door. Keep firing, assholes.
Yep.
Just look up at Fizbin. That did nothing. Now what?
Grenlead doing anything?
Grenlead? Crossbow?
Well, there's no point.
You don't know that.
What? I would anyway.
What?
Yeah.
Friendly. Hit the statue behind us. See what that does. Is it got that weird eye on it? Why don't you just smash it?
Suggestible. I could go.
I mean, it's already just a head. You could always hit it with gleaming death.
You enjoy that entirely too much.
Can you cut off an already floating head?
Yeah. I will shoot at it with my crossbow and become visible because that's what smart people would do.
Okay.
And my buttons aren't there to let me go find them.
That's okay. Jump into your character sheet and do it.
Yeah.
Does Mr. Fizbin have any suggestions?
Well, he launched a fireball, and when it did nothing, he seems very, very surprised, but even more so disappointed by that.
I keep telling it to roll and nothing is happening. I don't know if it's just a bad connection.
I had the same problem. You have to redo it again.
Now, I know I'm dead, but the spirit of my voice comes to you guys and reminds you that the statue in the first room was a single eye, and there were invisible ladders, and the statue in this room was a mouth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So shut it up.
Sorry.
That's what the statue. I'm thinking that's the only thing. That was my next move.
Unfortunately, Grenlead's first attack was a 1, so that crossbow bolt flies wide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
Do we want Tika to do anything? You tell me. Who was using Tika last time? Was that Kira? Was it Brian?
No.
Brian.
Might have been Brian, yeah.
Would our two dead people like to decide for, like, Benedict, Kira, what would we like Tika to do, if anything?
You're in charge, Kira. I make terrible decisions and kick skulls, so I opt
Do
out.
you have a ranged weapon?
Does she have a ranged weapon? We can give her a ranged weapon for sure.
Did she hear him say to break the statue at the end there?
She can try.
I'm thinking
She's
this.
got a fry pan.
Have her hit
No,
that.
Spark has that.
Oh shit, Spark has the fry pan.
Yeah, she has a broadsword +2 though.
Mhm.
All right.
Let her do that then.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make that roll just to expedite things here. Well, she connects quite soundly with the statue. Its head does not come off. A big chip comes out of it, though. seems to have no effect.
That's our motto just before I die. Put that on our tombstone.
Well, go see if you can open that door whether it changes the skull's mind.
Seems to have no effect.
And with that, I think everybody's gone on your side.
Yeah, Steve was supposed to close the door, but he has a key and a different plan. If he can see the other keyhole.
Yeah. So what it does now is Fizzban dies. That's what happens.
Oh.
How does
What?
So
just straight up dies.
Yes. The skull drains the soul of Fizzban. Fizzban's body collapses and molders in a single round and is totally gone.
What the fuck?
No saving throw possible. The attack is irresistible.
Uh-huh.
For Hope, Steve, you're gonna have to go for that door. There's something on the other side of that door.
Do I have to roll to crap myself, or is it just a free action?
We'll now roll initiative.
I would also like to crap myself, please.
Yeah.
I think that's implied.
The party may go first.
Oh, gee, thank you, oh mighty murderer of parties. Okay.
Duck.
Quack quack. Can Steve get past this skull?
Sure you can, Steve.
Without being seen?
Yeah, you're invisible.
Sure.
You can even get to the door if you want.
3. That's what I'm gonna do.
Would you like to?
And I'm gonna look for a keyhole and cram this fucking key in it.
Yeah, you get the key in. You want to open it?
Yeah, maybe. That sounds good. Because Steve's always so subtle. I'm just glowing, though, because I'm also carrying a torch. So I'm a glowing, invisible thing.
Okay. So listen. Beyond the door is an archway. A small chamber with archways to the east and west.
Great. I'm out of movement.
And another iron door stands directly to the north.
Cool.
Okay.
And
what would the rest of the party like to do?
Cry and pee my pants.
Free action. Go ahead.
And free action? Okay, that's a free action. That's fine. Fucking hell.
So we've hit the statue and nothing happened to it whatsoever.
No.
Well, I'm gonna scoop up Fizzban's spellbook.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just put that in my robe.
Actually, there isn't. No, there is one. Okay, yeah, you scoop it up.
All right.
That works. I like that for you.
I like it for me too. And I'm gonna put it inside my robes, away from Fist and Dantalus's spellbook.
Okay.
So they're not, cavorting in my bag. And then I am also gonna cry, which is also a free action.
Yes. Ugly crying is a free action. Regular crying.
Oh yeah, it's super ugly. Like, she doesn't wear makeup or anything, obviously, because she's been posing as a boy for years.
Yes.
But it's red and everything, snot, everything.
Yes.
Fuck, I don't know what to do. I'll try magic missile, I guess.
Okay.
So 8.
So using your wand?
Yeah.
So you're like, Expelliarmus or whatever. With 2 magic missiles.
Expelliarmus.
Shoot down the hole and strike the skull. With no effect.
Oh, God. And I guess that's all I can do.
Okay.
Who has the circlets?
I have the circlets. My plan is to look at them. Are they doing anything? Are they glowing? Are they shuddering?
No.
Sure.
And in fact, they are now useless because the skeletal warriors they belong to are dead. They're just really well-made circlets.
Okay.
So,
Yep, that's all I do.
Nothing happened when she hit it with that.
It's taken a three-way lightning bolt.
Yeah.
A menage shock, if you will, and then it took a fireball, took an arrow.
All right, you can stop killing my friends now.
Just got it. When she hit it, did she hit it with the? Oh, no one's hit it with a non-magical weapon, has we?
I thought.
I'm gonna shoot a non-magical arrow at it and see what happens.
Does my boot count? Wait, I missed. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought Grenlead shot a crossbow at it.
But she missed.
Oh no, she shot it at the.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Rook's gonna load normal arrows and see what happens.
Okay, go ahead, shoot.
Okay. Come on. Why isn't it hit submit? 23.
Shoot that. Yep, that hits.
And does it do any damage?
No, the arrow shatters.
Well, I'm committed now, so I'm just gonna fire another one.
Okay.
So it's not magic and non-magic isn't killing it. We hit the statue, that didn't do anything.
Okay, your second arrow hits it and shatters as well.
Okay, with that, I'm gonna say, people, we gotta run. If Steve's gotta go one way, we gotta get out of the way of this thing. And I go, follow me this way. This is the only way we can get out of here. I'm gonna use my move.
Hey, what if we run past it and close the door behind us?
Love that.
Not past the door yet.
Yeah, let it get closer to us before I get what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I can.
Jeff just went, you guys are doing a naked gnome race and ran into a world boss in World of Warcraft.
I loved the naked gnome race.
Naked gnome races were great.
Naked gnome race. That's something I gotta Google after the game.
Yep, absolutely.
World of Warcraft, yeah.
Naked gnome. Oh, writing it down.
Okay, Rook, are you moving or are you staying where you are?
I'm gonna save my movement for when the thing gets close enough that we can run past it and shut doors.
Okay. Tika? What do we want Tika to do?
Sorry, just to confirm, it's just a floating skull right now, right?
It is slowly building in strength again, and dust and that is sort of forming an ethereal body beneath it.
And that took a couple rounds last time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, it only got to 3 rounds, and then you shut the door.
We panicked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we say Tika looks at Rook and says, like, you're not running and leaving Steve behind?
No,
Yeah, probably. Because she would run after him.
wait for close enough, and then we'll run. Because if I run right now, my movement will put me right beside it.
She is just so pretty.
That's why
I'm gonna throw on my invisibility cloak and go for it. See how far I can get towards the newly opened door.
Okay, so go ahead and move 9 squares. You turn invisible, and you run 9. Do you want me to move you? I know it's sometimes not friendly.
No,
to you.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
This is a lovely spot to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tika's gonna run as well then? Is that right?
Probably she wouldn't leave Steve behind.
I don't think she's going to leave without me. As stupid as that is, and as much as Steve would tell her to.
She's running for the open door. She ducks past the skull. Okay.
He is
Anything
opening.
else? Steve, what are you doing this turn?
Oh, wait. Okay. Steve has stuff to do. So people are running.
Towards you. Well, you see Tika running towards you. You can't actually see Gredlead.
Can't. Yeah. And there's a skull in the middle. Well, I'm going to leave the door open. I'm assuming that people will come through and eventually close it.
Okay.
I fucking hope. Go here.
Okay, so just a second. I'll describe what you see there.
Oh, is there a steel door in front of me?
Yes, there is.
You said?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Let's do this then. I'm going to Steve that door.
You're going to charge it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's you,
So
whoever that was.
I'll still end up in the same spot,
Give me
but
your
you got it. Coming up.
Ben Bar's lift gates.
Oh, I was going to do my Steve shit.
No, Ben Bar's lift gates.
Okay, yes, sir. Sorry. Didn't mean to be so sarcastic and condescending. Please don't kill me, sir. Ben bars.
Could have gone.
Okay. So, Steve, you crash
Press the button.
You crash into the door, and it does not open. To your left, a dome of brilliant white light illuminates the room. Piled about the floor is the treasure of Fistendantilus. A shining dwarven helm adorned with large gems is prominent on the pile. That's over here. And then the other direction, to your right, or to the east rather, a globe of brilliant white light illuminates this room. Piled about the floor is the glittering treasure of Fistendantilus. Prominent among the treasure is a dwarven map case.
Great. Well, I don't know how many more movements I have.
Well, you use.
And if I'm still invisible.
How much did you use to get to the door?
3.
Yeah, you're not invisible because when you slam into the door, you become visible.
All right. And I can got 3 more squares.
Yeah.
So I'm heading to the map case.
Okay. So as you pass through the archway, you trigger a teleportation trap.
Oh no. Because of course.
You find yourself within a cage. Rows of cages contain the skeletal remains of the once trapped here.
Steve's immune to teleportation spells.
The cages do not have doors.
Do they have bars?
Yes.
Well, then I'm eventually getting out of here. That's not a concern. There is no fucking flying skull here. I am going to do the opposite of freak out. I am going to sit down, exhale, and cry a little bit.
Free action.
Because I can't do fuck all at the moment. I don't have a floating skull murdering me, and I know all my friends are probably going to die.
Okay. I think it's my turn now.
Mm-hmm.
So the skull eats Rook's soul. No save. No check. You're dead.
Really? Oh, jeez.
He kill?
Rook.
I'm dead.
I just blinked. I missed it.
We'll roll initiative now.
The point being...
The party wins.
If you follow me, you can safely get into cages.
Is Fizzband
You're invisible.
robes like still on the ground?
Yes, as are the items of Rook. Like his body just like melts away as if his bones liquefied, and he's gone.
Okay.
And maybe I'll even say that maybe since this is the second time this has happened, Worm, you see like one of the teeth sort of go. Bling. Like a big smile.
Okay.
It shimmers. It sparkles.
Okay. I'm picking up Fizban's robe.
Yep.
And I'm gonna run
Do you want his
past
big,
the
do you want
skull.
his big floppy hat?
Sure.
Okay.
Grab all of it.
And then move 12.
Mainly focused on the cloak.
Move 12. 12's your movement.
Yeah, but as I'm running by, I'm going to basically ensconce the skull with Fizban's robe.
Oh, I like it. So you just like throw it over.
Can't see it, can't hurt me.
Okay.
Like I did with the statues.
All right.
And then continue my movement to the door.
Is that your full 12 there?
That's my full 12.
Okay. I'm gonna say Tika runs up here, seeing Steve run that direction, and she will just follow around the corner.
Grab me and drag me?
Would you like her to?
Absolutely.
Okay, and I'll say she drags you through the door, but doesn't get around the corner because that would seriously deter her movement. And Steve is gone, but there's treasure with a map to the right and treasure with a helmet to the left.
Don't touch anything.
Grenlead?
Where's Steve?
Trying to run up to where the others are.
Yep.
And close the door behind me.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Allow me to draw a line here. And there we go. Okay, and I'll take care of the flying skull. So listen, the three of you are in there. The door is locked.
I wizard lock it.
Ooh, do you have wizard lock?
I do.
Nice. So you wizard lock this door?
Yep.
Okay. Wizard lock. Ka-chunk. And Tika yells, Steve! And
Don't touch anything.
You can hear her, Steve.
Yeah, I'm in the box somewhere. Just come to me. Can you move the eye, please?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Are we good now? Can we all see? Okay, so Tika goes in the direction she hears Steve's voice, and you see her disappear.
Like, do I just talk to myself? I need Rook. He fucking died, but I wish he was here to repeat what I say.
From beyond the next archway, you then hear Tika go like, fuck! I'm in a cage! But I can see Steve!
Hello!
I told you not to move!
Just come this way. There's no bad things in the cage.
But you're in a cage.
Not for long. Give me a minute.
Alright, well, I'm not. I'm staying right fucking here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna put on Fizban's hat just for shits and giggles to make myself.
God, that would be so adorable.
You put it on.
Little.
Do you pull like
5
the hood
foot
back that
nothing
was always
worm.
hiding your head, or do you just put it on over the hood?
I put it on, like, I throw my hood back, and like this tumble of blonde hair kind of falls forward in a braid, and then I shove the hat on.
Yeah, there's something
so
in the
cute.
hat.
Ow! I look in the hat.
There's 3 scrolls inside the hat.
Well, Steve's trying to figure his ass out. I'm gonna look at those.
Okay.
Now Steve's just going to open the door.
There is no door, so are you breaking the bars?
Let me try that again. Steve is opening the door.
Steve is making a door.
Ben bar lift gate, please.
And if he doesn't get it in one shot, he's going to keep doing it.
Yep.
He'll use his shield as a lever.
Okay.
What do
He
they see, like, around them?
They can see. They're on the other side of this archway. If you can see where I'm pinging, so
Oh, yeah,
we can still see
they can
them.
see the archway back into that chamber.
But we can't see them.
You can't see them. They must be around the corners or something.
Okay.
And Steve, I think you can see Tika, right?
Yep. She said you could see me.
Yeah, and she can see you. So. Okay.
18.
Okay, Steve. Well, I think that succeeded. What was your percent?
It's green.
Okay, so Steve, with a great feat of strength, you managed to
open the door,
bend the bars. Yes.
And then I come out of the bars, and I walk to I walk to like here. Hello.
You can see your friends.
Yep. Hello. Nice hat. That's really cute. Oh wait, is Fizzban dead?
So's Rook.
Well.
Yeah.
Big crocodile tears down his. It's the only clean spot on his face is where the tears have been.
The tear tracks. Yeah.
His hair's all knotted up and fucked up. He hasn't looked. Gone is the pretty boy that started this whole thing.
So you went. Sorry, Copper.
Sorry, I may have missed something.
Yeah.
Did Steve just bend the bar? Leave Tika in her cage.
Yeah, she's in her cage for the moment.
She's in a different cage.
Okay.
She's in a.
Just wanted to be sure
yeah,
I had the right understanding.
Yeah,
of what was
she's
happening.
good there. She can't cause mischief. I'll get her out later.
Can we see the blue squiggle I just drew?
Yeah.
That seems to be where the teleportation occurs.
Okay. Steve.
Yeah?
Is the treasure in front of you real?
I don't know.
Don't touch it.
I didn't get to it.
Can you see it on your side?
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous about going forward. I don't want to bend bars again. I'm going to pull out the deltoid.
Okay.
But if you come this way, you will be in a cage. And then I can eventually get you out.
I'm going to detect magic.
Okay. Here.
Are you alone over there?
Along the door here.
Yeah.
And along this door here.
Okay.
The light in this room. The light in this room.
Okay.
Here.
Everything on Steve.
Here.
Okay.
Are you all by yourself over there?
Pardon all my blue squiggles, but the light, to be clear, the light in the rooms is the ceiling, not the treasure. The treasure, the helmet glows magical. Very magical, actually. There is also a suit of dwarven plate mail with the helm that glows magical.
Okay.
To give you an idea of numbers, like in the room with the helmet, you see there's close to, somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000 steel pieces, maybe another 2,000 gold, and well over 6,000 platinum. There's also 52 gems that all look like they could be worth easily 1,000 gold pieces each.
Okay.
As well as a number of pieces of jewelry. And the other room, very similar. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of gold.
Okay. All right, Steve, without touching any of the items and the coins and stuff, try to come back this way.
Okay.
Carefully. Carefully.
Yeah. So
lead with a sword or something.
With like exaggerated tiptoeing carefulness.
Yes.
With his torch in hand, he's going to creep along the northeastern wall.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Hey, do I disappear?
Nope, nothing triggers.
Excellent. Well, to here.
Mm-hmm.
But 4, 5, 6. I go here then. You don't seem to. It seems good.
Yeah, you're
He
okay.
stops being sneaky about halfway.
You're okay.
He just walks over.
Now,
And he's looking for
before you-
levers.
Just stop on that side.
Yeah.
Throw your torch over here. Not at me, preferably, but like into this area.
First, I want to look for levers. Or
Okay.
buttons.
You see no levers or buttons.
Okay, well, I just chuck my torch
Okay. As soon as it
to
crosses
about here.
As soon as it crosses the plane of the archway, it disappears and reappears behind you in one of the cages.
Does it chap Tika's ass?
It's not in her. It's not in her
Okay.
cage.
I just thought I would ask.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Are you alone over here, Worm?
I don't think so. I think Grenlead's here.
Just flash my face and then hide again, because I'm also messy crying and it's not pretty.
Oh, good. So there's...
Okay. I just kind of like
Hang
reach
on.
into the same space and like try to find her hand and hold it.
Yeah, you can hear her probably.
There's
There's
no more
4
than
of
2
us.
of you.
There's
What?
2 of us.
2. No more
Yeah.
than 2.
There's
Mind the
4
line.
of us.
Mind the line. Okay, so I don't know if it works this way, but does the magic that is on the doors look the same?
Yes.
Does the magic that looks in the archways and the bottom alcoves look the same?
Yes.
Okay, Steve, go to the south alcove.
Where?
Right here. And if
Oh,
you've
that's
got
one you
something
pointed
else to
at?
just kind of like throw in there, do that.
Okay, give me a minute. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. He heads us this direction. Is there a door here, or just a... What's here? Doop-de-doop-de-doo.
Yeah, there is.
He's happy to be doing something.
There's nothing there. Did you throw something in there?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have nothing to put in there.
All right.
Pick up
Folks,
a
okay.
coin.
I was
Pick up
just going to
a
say, and the contrary to what you told me earlier, I just reach down and I just scoop up a bunch of coins
Throw
and I
them in.
chuck them in the alcove.
Okay, they disappear, but they do not appear in the cages.
This one goes somewhere else. Should I check it out?
No. Maybe get Tika out first.
Well, why don't you go across and I'll put you in the cells and I get you all out.
But what if I end up in the other side? Or something ridiculous?
Well, that seems like a problem, but I don't know how else to do this. I can't do it by myself, and Tika's kind of useless. I'll go get her out there, but still, I don't see how this is going to be helpful. And I'm just the whole time on the way over, second-guessing Worm and doing it anyway.
Okay, and she's
How did
Because
I
I
get
don't-
to be I'm 19. I don't know what I'm doing. And I
So
have
is Steve, and you're 3
I
times
don't
smarter
understand.
than
I'm
him.
really sorry. I'm just trying to. And I'm crying.
So Steve, whatever your
Yeah.
bend bars is, Tika's gonna help you. She adds 7% to that.
Oh, that's so helpful. Probably be better if she just stayed out of my way, but here we go.
Yeah, the two of you pull on it and pull on it.
Yeah, get out of my way.
It doesn't open.
And I'm going to try to use my shield for added leverage
Okay.
because she's little.
All right.
We only have to open enough for her to get out. Don't have to get my carcass fucking out of there.
There we go. You got it.
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna say quietly to Grenlead, I'm gonna open this door to the north of us.
Okay. You gonna knock it?
If I'm talking to Grenlead, not you, Sky Daddy. Shut up.
Sorry.
God.
Sorry.
Yeah. Jeez,
I'm gonna
Dave.
open this door. If something bad happens to me, go through the portal, let Steve get you out, and take the south portal.
Can I shield you while you open the door? Somehow.
You can
Because I'm
you can step in
coordinated
front
like
of her when the door opens to shield her if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in front and shield Worm.
Okay, here we go. The
I
door's
cast
opening.
knock.
Sorry, Worm. People like you.
Okay.
Gross.
I know, right?
I'm the one that's been lying to everybody since the beginning. It's fine.
Okay, but
But
like
we-
we all pretty much knew you were lying.
So the double doors open into a relatively square room with great archways to either side. Each archway leads to a 10-foot deep alcove, and I'll say that your spell to see magic is still up.
Yeah, it's 14 rounds that it lasts.
There's teleportation magic, just like the other archways you saw, to either side.
There coins on the floor by chance?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
Over here on the right side.
All right, I'm stressing out. I'm so sweaty. Grenlead, I'm sorry. I probably stink really bad, and then I'm just going to yeet myself into this one.
Yeet! And you yeet out here.
What?
Okay.
But what?
This is fine. Everything's fine.
I'm confused.
So I'm gonna yeet myself out the other one here.
Okay.
Because
Ah!
You appear here.
You appear in hell. Sorry, you're dead. Okay. And I'm just gonna pick up the map and look that over.
Okay. So as you reach down and pick up the map case off the floor, Tika comes around the corner to see you. And inside, you find a map that shows the route from Skullcap to the gates of Thorbarden.
Get the fuck
Well-
out now.
That's handy.
So
Hear Kira screaming
What
from
I-
the other side. Get the fuck out.
Trouble is, we don't know how. And now we're across different teleporting lines.
it's okay. I figured that out.
So, oh, good. Steve is looking at you
goody.
expectantly.
Pick up, and I'll point out the magical items.
What's the plan?
Just pick those up for now.
There's no magical items on this side.
Oh, I thought you said they were on this side. My
The
apologies.
ceiling is magical. The other side has the magical helmet and the plate armor. Grenlead, what are you doing?
I'm gonna holler, hey, I think I found some armor and plate mail.
Yeah, the
Should I-
helmet and the plate
Should I
mail
try
are
it?
magical. Just be careful.
So the plate mail is gorgeous, like maybe belonging to a dwarven king. And now
Grenlead.
The helmet looks just as kick-ass with gems encrusting its ridge.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do
I'm
what?
gonna put it on. I'm gonna
Okay.
put it on.
Okay.
Steve's
Wait,
going to
now
glance
first.
around this. Sorry.
So as you put the helmet on, your soul is immediately sucked into one of the gems on the helm, and
Yeah.
you have though an awareness that a soul leaves the helm's other gem and goes into your body. He then walks over to the teleporter where he can see Worm, and he says, "I am Grolin, Prince of the Mountain Dwarves, killed by the forces of evil in the Dwarf Gate War. By means of this magical helm, I have survived these centuries, that my tale and fate may be told. I rode forth on the morning of the last battle in the great charge of Thane Hylar. He came from the north gate of Thorbarden across the Dargoth plain. My troops assaulted the mountain home of the Dark Wizard here. My brothers fought with courage and valor. Many fell with honor at my side. Yet when the tide of battle turned in our favor and I confronted the wizard in his lair, he smiled, and a great magic rushed from his being. A flame of power and horror that broke through stone and steel. Thus, in his rage and despair, he destroyed both his allies and his enemies. Thus did I die. Now I beseech thee, return my soul to the kingdom of the Hylar in Thorbarden. Tell my story to the council of the Thanes, and give me a proper resting place in the Valley of the Kings."
You put Grenlead back right now.
Swear to me and your friend will be returned.
As long as we live, I promise.
Yeah, living is the hard part.
I can't promise if I'm dead, but if I'm alive, sure. Why the fuck not?
Okay, he nods to you, and the helm switches the two souls again, and Grenlead comes back.
Are you actually Grenlead?
I'm Brendlead. Feeling a little weird.
Yes, in fact, Grenlead will be disoriented for the next 50 minutes.
Yeah, and how will we notice?
Well, she sort
Just
of
get
stumbles.
us out of here.
She says, like, yes, it's me, and then she falls over.
No.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm just gonna, like...
It's not problematic.
Is the detect magic still up?
Sure.
Is there anything else in here other than what you pointed out?
No.
Okay. Grab some cash if you want to.
Steve's actually going to look for a tiara or some other pretty thing.
Yeah, there's no
Maybe
jewelry.
some rings.
Let me check if there's jewelry on your side. Oh, there is jewelry on your side. Yes, 12 pieces of jewelry. And they're worth about 1,000 steel, so they're nice.
I don't care what they're worth, so I'm going to give them to people later.
Okay.
So I'm going to accumulate some gemstones and jewelry.
Yes.
Doesn't really care about the money. Doesn't really understand a lot of money. He's still young and stupid. Heavy on the stupid.
Are you going to go home and have 100 chains around your neck?
So bags are filled with gold, and I'm going to say that a little bit of time passes, and Grenlead, you're no longer disoriented. Did you want to put the armor on too?
During the time
It's Dwarven.
lapse, before that happens, I'm
Yes.
just gonna sit with Grenlead with her head in my lap, so she's not comatose on the floor.
Okay.
And I'm gonna read those scrolls that were in Fizban's hat
Oh, okay. Okay.
and flip through his spell book to see what he's got.
So every spell from first to third level is in the spell book.
How do you get to Grenlead over there to hold her head? Not being that much of a... Pardon me?
I go through the teleporters, so back through the south, into the other one, and across the way, and then back in.
But if you go through this one, won't you end up
Nope. Go
in
through
the
this
cells?
Go through
Okay.
this one.
Yeah.
And where's
And then
that put
come
you?
out in here,
Yeah.
into this room up here,
Oh, okay.
and then into the one that's over here, and that brings me
Gotcha.
out over here.
Correct.
Okay,
So,
Steve is going to be over here, not quite sure how any of that works.
if you go through the alcove to the bottom of you, Steve,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna go into a room. Just cross straight across, and you'll show up where we are.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to do those things. I'm not telling what's-her-face how to do it.
Okay.
I mean, I
She
said
can
it out
figure it
loud.
out.
The scrolls in Fizban's hat. There's a fireball scroll. There is a
I can't.
there is a teleport scroll.
Wow.
And an ice storm scroll.
How far does teleport go? Worm?
I don't know. I'm still reading. Give me
Teleport
a
is a
minute.
4th level spell, which would mean that there would be a chance of spell failure to cast that.
Let's go ask the floating skull to do it for us.
I'm not saying you can't cast it. I'm just saying that it's beyond your current means. However, let me get that for you. Teleport can be...
I'm reading it right now.
Yep.
I'm hoping out. I'm hoping. Because we have the map now.
seems to only be for the wizard, if I'm reading it right.
No. The spellcaster is able to teleport a maximum weight of 2,500 gold pieces, plus an additional 1,500 gold pieces for each level of experience above 10th.
So, nothing.
So
really,
that means you can teleport 13,000 gold piece value.
Which is how much weight? Like Steve?
Well, 7,000 gold pieces is 700 pounds.
Yeah. And you can do almost 13,000. You can do 13,000 gold pieces. So that would be 1,300 pounds.
So you could get us out of here.
I could. But I don't know how successful I'll be.
I think that we don't have a way out, and we're too weak to get out even if there were a clear path, so what have I got to lose? I'm going to put on the armor.
Okay. It's dwarven sized plate mail, and it is +3. So your armor class is ridiculously low, and I'm not going to calculate it unless we need to.
That's reassuring.
Actually, we can do this. So armor class is plate mail and a shield is 2. With 3, that would be -1, and then I think your shield is +1. So Grenly's looking at about a -2 armor class right now.
Good. A little late.
I don't know, how healthy are you?
I have 11 HP.
Oh, yeah, we're...
Oh, there's also a little tiny problem with the teleport. Just a little one. It's a 5th level spell. I only have 4th level spells.
Yeah, you can still try to cast it.
Okay, because it's from a scroll?
Yeah, there's a chance that it goes fucky.
I mean, it's probably going to go fucky anyway.
Why can't I move him over?
Well, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
I do not see a way out of here. I don't know how to get out, and we're all fucked. We could, like, hang out in your house for a few days, but do you have any food? I don't have enough food.
Can we see anything at the end of the room where the cages are? Is there anything of interest that away?
No, you can go look, but they just dead end. They're full of cages.
Yeah. This is just a teleporting dead end. So we can have fun and run around with teleports for a while, and I can bend all the bars.
So, here's the if a spell user acquires a scroll with a spell of a level not yet usable by the character, you can still attempt to cast the spell. The chance of failure or other bad effect is 5% per level difference between the character's present level and the level of magic user at which the spell could be used, which I think is next level. Right? You're 7th level right now? So you would be able to cast that spell at 8th level, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah. We also have Spark that we left.
With the bodies upstairs. You could teleport to her.
True. And I think our dragon friend would be an asset to the war. So I think we should just make a run for it down the hallway.
Wait, what? You think we should just try to run past the flying skull again?
Just so you know, there's only a 5% chance of the spell failing.
Yeah, we also... Have you seen our rolls?
I'm just saying. So I am just saying.
We are dumb and terrible.
So the plan Worm has, just for Plush's clearing, we're going to open the door, we're going to run past the floating skull, and then we're going to book it out of here, hoping it doesn't follow us,
Well, we have to
go
take the keys because we need to go past the Hydra, and you need the keys to go past the Hydra.
It
So
might
we're
not
gonna
be
walk-
floating anymore.
You don't need as many keys though to go past the Hydra this time. You only need 4.
Yes, and if we pull the keys out of this spot here, the magic goes on again. We could all end up with wooden weapons.
Okay, let me just look at the spells that I have available to me now. Give me a second.
Absolutely.
Can we go on a break or something?
Yeah, let's go on a break. We're gonna take our break. We're gonna have a drink. We're gonna pee. We're gonna de-stress, and we're gonna be right back.
Yeah, that's sure.
Right.
Nervous pee.
Well, a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of planning has taken place in the break, but I don't know that any
Yeah.
solution was actually begotten. So what are we doing?
Worm's gonna win.
Are we taking a
Was
rest to
waiting for the
memorize
plan.
different spells?
No,
Yes.
teleport. We're gonna teleport first. Do it.
See, even Chad believes in you.
Okay. I know you're AFK. There was basically a plan that
I think I'm supposed to say Leroy Jenkins.
I think so. I
Well,
think so.
there's 4 of you. There's 4 plants. Each of you do one at the same time and see who wins. Go.
There's reasons
Okay,
you're dead, right?
so
Are you resting
I'm gonna-
to rememorize spells?
yes, I put up the cabin.
Okay, so
Do you? Okay.
you don't need to, but okay, everyone gets
I
one.
I am not fucking taking that risk. You can fuck right off.
Everyone
with that.
gets
You got an
1
alarm
hit
spell.
point back,
All right.
Even though
We're gonna
we're
spend a
sleeping
day
in
in the
beds?
cabin.
even though you're sleeping in beds.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, we should get 10 back for sleeping in bed.
Well, no, I thought it was different when you're in like a city or in an actual
I
bed.
think it's 3, like when you're in a city. Fine, give yourself 3 back. Will that make you feel better?
Yes.
Okay.
Moderately?
Yes,
2
it
hit
will.
points
I
better.
don't think it fucking matters, but okay.
It matters to me. I have 17 hit points, and that's it.
So everyone gets
Oh,
3
man.
back from the rest.
Thank you, sir. Can we have some others?
Is Grenlead currently invisible?
I am invisible.
So,
Oh,
over the night, or like the day when Grenlead was in her coma,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and memorize fly out of the book.
Okay, so I need you to roll D100 for that. You have a 75% chance of learning fly. Yes, you learn fly.
Okay. That's good.
praise be to Mr. Cow.
And I can only do 1 spell per rest? Is that
No,
how it
I'll let you
works?
do. I'll let you do 3 spells.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
We're still dead. He just says so much he doesn't care. It's like, go ahead, do whatever you want. Have 50 hit points. You're all fucking dead. The DM's all sitting back, smirking. Yeah, we're all doomed. I know the signs. I've DM'd before.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying myself.
it's fine. Everything's fine. I don't care.
Started thinking
No, the
that
main
it was-
issue is that the army was right behind Rook, and they're not that far from where the camp was.
Yeah.
So that's the issue, and we've been down here for 3 fucking days now.
Well, you're
Um,
dead, so.
Shut
that's
up,
true.
corpse. Shut up, corpse.
Okay, I'm
No
gonna
peanut
try.
gallery.
I'm also a DM, okay? I know how this works.
No corpse gallery speak here.
I mean, I am too. I'm just.
Any other
What were you
spells?
thinking
Any
there,
other
Copper?
spells?
Yeah, but
being
you're
learnt,
panicking
Warren?
right now.
I'm panicking. I'm gonna try and learn shield.
Okay, 75% chance. Go.
I'm gonna poop.
No,
Oh,
you did not
No.
learn shield. You pooped.
of course, I pooped. Just nervous farts
One
everywhere.
More
Tensors
spell.
floating disc.
Okay, 75% chance. Yes. You learned that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now what?
Now I cry and I pretend I know prestidigitation to clean up my pee.
Okay. Yeah, Copper, what were you saying?
Okay, not important.
Okay. Okay.
Fill in the blanks. Imagine.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try and cast the teleport spell.
Okay, D100. It is a 5% chance of failing.
And can get all of us and all of our gear, and we go.
A 7.
Where are we going?
We were that close, everyone. A 7. Blip! And where were you sending everyone?
Back to where Spark was supposed to be keeping vigil.
Okay.
Oh,
Imagine she was dead.
dragon is?
Imagine she was dead.
I mean, at
Imagine
this point,
imagine the army sitting there. Yeah.
So,
Shut up.
So
We're
since
gonna
you
die.
since you were there, I'm not going to say you were very familiar, but I am going to say that you've studied it carefully. So now I need you to roll D100 to see if you hit the spot, if you come in too low and bury your party in the rock, or come in too high. 62. So between 5 and 98, you are on target. So you are on target. The party appears and you startle poor Spark.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't think you were coming back.
Yeah, me too.
Where's...
And I just give her a big hug.
I run at Spark and wrap her up and say, "My God, girl, I'm so glad to see you."
She's like smiling and
where's Rook?
She's smiling.
Another hug fest.
Thank you. Take it over.
Don't
Where's Rook? Where's Rook?
He didn't make it.
What?
He didn't make it. Neither did Benedict. There was a demon mean skull that turned him into nothing.
I don't understand.
Fistandantilus is dead too.
No, he's still alive. It's Fizban that's dead.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I get all the F names of the magic guys fucked up.
So it'd probably be a bad thing if I told you my real name, huh?
Worm with a Y.
Worm with a Y.
So do we climb?
I'm going to hug Spark if she's having problems.
I think she's having...
Oh yeah. She's having problems.
Big. Yeah. My
She was a
sister's
little
gone.
attached to Rook.
My sister's gone. Everybody's gone except us. They're all dead. Everyone's dead. And I'm going to start crying my big crocodile tears and while I'm holding her.
Spark just cries with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say right now that everyone is emotionally numb.
Steve just keeps crying. It's just what he's doing these days.
It's called leaking.
Yeah, perpetual leaking.
So you're going to cast Tensor's Floating Disc.
Yes.
The bodies are going on that, the two of your friends that you have.
Yes.
Yep.
And then we're all climbing out. So I need someone in the party to
Do
roll
we-
me a D100. We need 3 rolls.
Do we have any rope?
No. The rope that you have is attached.
Nobody has any rope left?
No, all the rope was used up.
Well, there's probably some in
I
Rook's
thought some
pack,
of it
but we
was
left
used
them.
for this.
Is there... So, like, looking at this giant pile of fucking rubble that's right here, it looks like there's chains in there.
Okay, sure.
Are there
sure.
some that are usable?
Yes.
Says the
So
11-year-old.
are we all tying off to a chain then?
No, but Steve's gonna do all the climbing,
Okay.
and he's gonna get to solid points, and then he's gonna lift people up with the chain. Because you said there's solid
Yes, there
points
are. Yes.
and collapsed areas.
Yep.
So
Okay. So Steve,
he's gonna throw a few dozen links of chains, and he's gonna pull a Dwayne the Rock Johnson and
those
do his
chains are
workout
heavy,
with
right?
the chains.
Those chains are heavy, but
Okay.
you're like an ox. So go ahead and give me a D100 check, please.
Almost the smartest one too.
And low is bad. That's good. Okay, give me another one. We need 3 to reach the top.
And so we're just assuming I can pull people up as we're going.
Yep.
And the tensor's disc will follow Worm
It
up.
follows Worm, correct. Okay, you're 2/3 of the way up, my man. Blaze can see you now. He's like, a little further, friends. You need to make haste.
Yeah, I'm coming. This is a hell of a workout. My legs are killing me now.
My
shoulders are screaming.
We're now way back up at the top here.
Steve needs to sit down.
Yeah, Steve is very tired from that climb.
That was a lot of fucking work.
And the chain would have been incredibly heavy, but again, you're like abnormally strong.
Yeah, well, there's limits.
So, when we reach the top here, we have Worm. We have Grenlead. We have Steve. We have Tika. Have I got everybody? Worm,
all four of us?
Steve, Tika, and Grenlead. Blaze is
And
now
Spark.
with you, and Spark is here as well.
And bodies.
Yeah, I'm not going to put them on, but I assume you have them. Blaze tells you that the exit is not safe.
What do you mean it's not safe?
I need light on Steve or I can't see anything.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm getting it on right now. He tells you that that story you told him about Ember. Ember and his rider are outside of Skullcap. They have been for about 24 hours. There is also a large number of Draconians that have crossed the swampy plains and reside outside of Skullcap as well.
Spark, you obviously know this place more than we do.
Spark
Are
doesn't.
you
Spark's
aware of
never.
another way out?
Spark's never been out to.
you
Oh,
mean.
Blaze.
Sorry, Blaze.
Blaze?
Sorry.
He said he looks up above the things that you just climbed, and he said if we continue to rise up through the broken lattice work here, you can reach the eye sockets of Skullcap.
Blaze, can you climb up and help us with the lifting? I think we've worn out Steve.
He can help you up into the eye sockets if you would like.
And then what?
Yeah, then we can see what we're going to die to. Is there another way out of here?
Well, if you climb out the eye sockets, can't you, like, make it back to where the rest of the people were, to where the refugees were?
Blaze says the Draconians have come across the plains.
They're dead.
They might not be. But
And even if they're not,
Worms
they've probably
in a
got
bit of
this.
Okay.
This fucking thing is probably surrounded.
Blaze is trying to be positive. He says they might not be.
We won't know until we try.
Blaze
Don't give
says
up yet.
if you have a way to get out, if you have a way to make a run for it, Blaze says I can try to bait Ember away. He's been sniffing, and he knows I'm in here.
Been nice knowing you.
I can fly pretty fast.
Good. Tired of losing friends. Look at that map. How do we get to Thobaden from here?
South.
Well, let's get up to those eyes and see if there's any way south out of here. We can climb out the eyes. And climb off a castle.
You still have to be able to get the refugees. They're northwest.
We don't have the strength to lead the refugees to Thorbarn.
There is nobody else that can do it. It is us or that's it.
Yes.
Are you going to doom all of those people? My family.
No, I understand that.
What is Spark channeling Rook? This is awesome.
I understand that.
With you for like 2 weeks, so.
I get that. I understand that. But we don't even know if they're going to let them in. So it makes some sense for us to go there, and maybe they have a tunnel or another way out of the of their underground kingdom that's closer and less perilous.
So how far is it, looking at the map that Worm has? How far is it from where we are to where Thorbarden is, and then how far it is from where the refugees are to where Thorbarden is?
Yeah, so if the refugees stick to the western side of the mountains, they can come down into Thorbarden that way.
But
I could
maybe
make a
Like
run
they don't
for
have to
it
come.
and-
They
and
don't
head
have.
back there.
You guys are out in the middle of the plains of Dergoth, I believe, is what they're called. And so right now, I'll just bring up this map here.
The plains of fire.
So like Thorbarden's down in the south here. Can you see me pinging the map here?
We can, yes.
I learned a lot from Rook. What if I go by myself? I'm small and fast. They won't see me. I could get back to the refugees while you guys head south.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on Spark after giving her the map.
Maybe we can get help at Thorbarden. There's some chance. Otherwise, we're just gonna.
Grenlead's invisible too. Grenlead's invisible too. If Thorbarden, if everything that you guys believe about Thorbarden to be true, Thorbarden is like a massive mountain giant city. Mountain dwarf city.
And out of character, that soul thing said to bring him back there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But if we go there, maybe they can help us come back for the refugees. If we go for the
Kind of what I'm
refugees
thinking.
now, we're just leading them to their deaths.
But
Yeah,
if
but
I
if-
go and get them ready to move,
Yeah. I think that's a chance we should take. One person, and then we'll use our friendly dragon here as a distraction. We'll head south, and
Spark can head back then.
Spark can head northwest as fast as she can.
With the map.
Can I
Worm?
just do like a quick sketch of the map? Like just a facsimile?
Yeah.
You-
You mean to
Okay,
reach
I'm gonna-
Thorbarden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep
Yeah,
that
make a copy of it.
and give the actual copy to Spark.
Okay.
How long does your
Is Spark
invisibility
going alone
last?
invisible, or is Grenlead going with her?
No, we need Grenlead's skull, hat, and everything to come with us to Thorbarden. That might be our best way to make them listen to us.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And since it's not concentration, I'm also going to cast Fly on Spark.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so fast.
You have flight and you're invisible. You said you had a
So-
group invisibility as well?
I didn't try to remember that.
Okay, fair enough. Oh.
If you give me more time, I can, but we're kind of at the hourglass
Yep.
is empty. So the fly spell lasts 7 turns plus a d6 that you roll in secret.
Well, that lets her get away from the army. Should be able to
Yeah.
scooch over the army. And then all we need is Blaze here to...
Cause a distraction
di-
while you guys go.
And we book it south and call it done and like dinner.
If
Give her a kiss on the top of the head and wish her luck.
If we wait till darkness, that'll give me time to try and remember the invisible radius spell.
Okay, well,
But-
we got a
Does it
short...
look does it look like we have time to wait until darkness, like looking at the draconians that are outside?
So you guys go up and take a look out the eye socket. Maybe there is a draconian army of approximately 1,000 troops encamped around the swamps, around Skullcap.
Hey, Grenlead.
But they are not going.
I'll take the 500 on the left.
They are not going in. And Ember is here with Verminard.
Yeah. Well, we'll
But we
somebody
have Gleaming
take
Death.
Maybe death.
No, we have a dragon distracting while we fucking run.
That's what I'm thinking. We need to get the hell out of here.
I don't think we're going to wait for your invisibility thing. I think we're going to book it.
It was just an option.
Well,
No.
if you wait till dark, it's still probably a better plan, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I mean that'll give us a little bit of cover too. So you might as well try.
How long does your Tensor's floating disc last for? Can you cast it again?
Honestly, at this point, I think we're gonna have to leave the bodies.
I think you're right. I think that will significantly increase your chances of making it.
Oh, plan to come back, I guess. Leave them up here in the eyeballs.
Yeah.
At least it's harder to get to. They can watch our retreat.
Okay. So everybody gives the stuff to Spark.
We just wait till nightfall.
Yeah.
We have to do
One
it at
thing.
nightfall.
One thing that I'm gonna do to the map, the actual map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit with Spark, and we're gonna memorize it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna draw in extra routes.
Okay.
To different
So that-
places.
If for whatever reason she is captured and they find the map,
All right.
they're not going to be able to find Thor Barton.
Okay.
See, there's that big brain.
Yeah.
So Spark is given the fly spell, given the invisibility, and she goes. And there's a pause as you're like, does anyone see her? Does anyone notice her? And a few more moments pass, and a few more moments pass, and you think she's got to be beyond the encampment now.
Yeah, 'cause she's got 7 rounds to run flat out, flying over everybody.
7 turns.
7 turns. Yeah,
which is
Yeah.
70 minutes.
That's 7 minutes.
I was gonna say that's a lot of
70.
time, isn't
That's
it?
70 minutes. One turn is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah,
a
that's
D6,
running.
whatever Jeremy rolled for a D6.
Yeah.
So basically, I would have told her, you have an hour and a little bit.
Run.
Get on them.
Okay.
Stay close to the ground when you get to that hour. Because I don't know
And
when.
then, all right, you big coppery bastard.
Brass, my friend, brass.
Sorry, brass.
Spark
I
makes
hope
sure
that
she
wasn't an
hugs them
insult.
before she leaves.
He says that he wishes you haste, and
Yeah,
if he
I hope you want to.
if he can evade Ember, he will make his way to where he knows of other dragons of good, and he will spread the word.
I'll
Well,
stay
if you end
safe.
up in this general area, just give us a holler. And I'm like pointing to Thor Barton on our map.
He says he's going to try to take Ember north. If he can reach the mountains on the north, there's a number of canyons, and he thinks he can outmaneuver Ember in the canyons.
May the gods take care of you.
So with that, he launches himself out of the hole, and as he passes over part of the Draconian camp, he hits them with his sleep breath, and then banks and flies for the north. And it is not long. Moments later, Verminard on Ember's back is in hot pursuit. It's dark, but
Out the eye holes?
it's dark, but it may even look something like this.
It might. Yeah. Hey, Worm. You
Yeah.
didn't kill him.
It's good.
Don't rub it in.
And
Well,
You're gone.
and
Shut
you
up.
guys slip to the south in the dark through the swamps.
Before we do, I cast invisibility on Steve and myself because I had 3 times.
Yeah. So the three of you and both of you invisible, and Grenlead with her cloak of invisibility, south through the swamps.
Without any rangers.
You go all night with reserves of strength that you maybe didn't know you had. Your wounds still not fully closed. You slosh through watery swamps, freezing in the cold winds that blow out of the mountains, until you reach the southern end of the plains and into the southern mountain peaks. In a valley to the northwest, a dwarven girl arrives amongst friends and family. And that night is a time for feasting and celebration. The first moments of happiness and peace in many long days for the refugees of Pax Tharkus have found at least temporary safety from the advancing dragon armies. And you have discovered information leading to the long-lost doors of the dwarven kingdom of Thorbarton. Tonight, the Council of Freedom toasts your success. Even Dour Lorcar, the Seeker and leader, praises you tonight. Elliston, now a true cleric of Paladine and good friend, pledges to the people that he will get them south to the gates. There's cheers, and the refugees drink the newly made mead around warm campfires. In spite of great dangers to come, tonight there is hope.
Not to be that guy,
Be that guy.
but we had to bring a barmaid with us.
Oh, definitely.
I forgot about Tika.
Tika is actually has levels in Rogue, so we're gonna say that she hides in shadows.
Okay.
And makes her way. She gains no experience for doing so, but because she's not that anymore. And that wraps Dragons of Hope. That was great, everybody. Not everyone died. We didn't have our TPK. We made it through with about half the
3
party.
players. 3 out of the original 8 are still alive.
Yes. Well, we don't know if Tobin's alive or dead. We don't know.
And it is stupid that Steve's one of them.
I would love to just go back and recap the battle with what you may or may not know was a demi-lich.
Thank you.
You think?
So, listen.
No.
The demi-lich had enough gems that it could eat 5 souls. And it does so without saving throw or anything. Now the bad news. If the demi-lich skull is left alone for 3 rounds, it sinks back to the floor and doesn't bother anyone. You can pass through the room freely.
What?
So it had sank back to the ground. It had sank back to the ground when your knight decided to go in and kick it, and fell on it. And the rules are very clear. It says if anyone touches the skull, it lets out its howl, and then everybody saves or dies. Then when you open the doors the second time, the skull was immediately attacked, which puts it back into action. So you have to let it build. It gets to 3 rounds, and then it just sinks to the floor. There is only one person in the party that can harm the skull. You need an incredibly powerful weapon to hurt a demi-lich. It must be a +3.
Oh.
It must be a +4 weapon wielded by a paladin or a ranger or a fighter. So in this case, we only have really... I would use knight, fighter, ranger.
Gleaming
Or,
death.
if not a +4 weapon, a Vorpal weapon can harm and do regular damage to it. There are a couple of spells. A Shatter spell will do some damage. A Forget spell causes it to fall back to the floor.
I was looking at that one too. I was like, maybe... No, it has no effect on undead.
I have a question.
Okay.
Technically, didn't the paladin miss the skull and therefore not touch it?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
was going to allow that, except he rolled a natural 1, so I decided that the fumble would be that when he swift past it with his boot, he actually fell on it.
So you wanted the knight to die. I see how it goes.
Well, at least you got
wanted the knight to die.
You got a saving throw on that. Right?
Yeah, but you know how I roll saving throws.
Well, I know, but
You wanted him to die from the first session. Call back. Get up YouTube.
so
to save the party.
and the module does write that Blaze can lure Ember away at the end of this, and then it sets up an encounter for Ember and Verminard in DL4. But we are not going to be playing DL4, or at least not in the near future. So I thought that was a good place to wrap.
You
You missed
all that lich information to yourself.
Do you remember the room that looked like a dragon's lair up in the top of Skull Cap?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the lair of a shadow dragon, and his breath weapon reduces your level by 75% if he breathes on you.
Yikes.
Well, I'm glad
we
we
missed
didn't
that.
go that way, Steve.
So you chose not to touch his treasure, and at that point he just let you leave. That is not a permanent level drain, but the point is, if you lost that many hit dice for that battle, that would be,
Toast.
his claws and
Toast.
bites all of a sudden do lots more damage.
What about the room with the dancing spirits?
The dancing spirits. Okay, you thought about walking through and you didn't. In amongst the dancing spirits, there are a number of wraiths dancing.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't go through there.
And as long as you don't,
Yeah,
get
you
to-
just
thing is
fucking
just-
tried to people's elbow a skull instead, you idiot.
Yeah.
if
Well,
you
the
can-
whole thing is a giant fuck you.
So
Yeah, this
the
whole
Hydra
thing.
the Hydra chamber, there is a mirror of that chamber on the other side with a Hydra in it. But the Hydra in the east only has one flame head working. The Hydra in the west has 3. So you guys took the harder of the two paths.
Of course we did.
Of course.
This whole campaign has been us taking the hard way.
Yeah.
But it looked like the easy way. That's the problem. Everywhere we go, it looked easy.
That's a good name for the campaign, Dragonlance the Hard Way.
The hard way, yes.
I still had fun. I don't care.
Yeah, I had a lot
Oh,
of
this
fun
has been a
too.
great crew.
A
I've had a
blast.
hell of a blast on this one.
And me.
This has been great.
Yeah, it's been
Well, yeah, you've been all right. Your suicidal tendencies are a little hard to handle.
I thought maybe had this ended a little differently. Maybe the party ends by seeing a young white stag or a young white doe. I thought that would have been a cool way to end. We didn't really get there though, so that's okay. That's okay. We don't need more emotional damage. I didn't realize that
Emotional
was
damage.
going to be what it was. Let's raid somebody and call it a night. For those, we've had lots of people regularly coming out and checking out this stream and then commenting over on YouTube as well. I just want to thank those people. It's very motivating to know that people are interested and curious and want to see what happens next. So thank you for that. Thank you for everybody that's donated bits over the time or subscribed or followed. That has been very appreciated as well. Let's find someone to... Is there
I
anyone?
am disappointed this is over.
Well, it's bittersweet, isn't it? Listen, there was a poll done whether the party would TPK on the undead behind the door.
We didn't.
It was 100% yes.
Well, they were wrong.
Yes, I was.
There we go, continuing to disappoint chat. Nothing's changed.
Yes, there you go. Okay.
Or was that just Affy say the thing in one answer?
Actually, there was only one vote, so it might have been only Affy, and
It was the DM.
it was the DM. I thought, oh my gosh, if they just keep fighting this thing, I'm gonna drain souls one at a time until they're all dead. But you came through. You came through.
It's okay that you would do that, but it's really tragic that you enjoy it so much.
No, it fits. It tracks.
It validates us as a party that we actually had people get decimated and died. Therefore, everyone that watched it knows that we were actually playing Dungeons and Dragons and not doing it. Who's that big group there that keeps getting crap?
Critical Role.
That no one dies. Yeah, that's the one.
I thought it would have been. Well, I thought it would have been interesting had we had a TPK. I will say that. I would like to call that episode where people start dying the loss of plot armor or something, but honestly, all my rolls were out in the open to you guys. You saw 90% of my rolls, so you earned everything you got. Don't for a minute think you didn't.
And we had TPK coming our way from the last module at the end when when I foolishly thought it was just a guy with some dude, like some cleric, like some dude on a bench.
Oh, yeah, 1,000% we should have died.
Yes.
Verminard
You
never
should've-
should have killed
You
us.
should have
for
had him
sure.
breathe on us.
I totally killed Verminard.
Yeah, we totally didn't just
Okay.
see him just
The-
now.
You didn't know he had a twin brother.
Actually, I will tell you the only fudge.
Verminard?
The only fudge of the entire
Verminard.
campaign was Affy killing Verminard.
Because she had killed him?
Oh, she had killed him.
Yes!
And I decided I would fudge that for a more epic battle later on, but
That we never got to.
There you go. One fudge of the campaign, and there was a couple early. Didn't we do some early on where people should have died, and we were like, we're gonna let that one go? I think there was two really early deaths where we. Oh no, that's the other campaign. That's Howl the Carrion King.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
was the monkeys.
I think Steve falling from the heavens on a dragon probably should have killed him. But
Yeah,
That
I like
gave
the
you a
idea
real
that the
into the caravan.
The dragon, you maybe braced for that. Maybe.
oh, yeah, there's a few places I know Steve should have died, and the fact that he's still alive is just beyond stupid.
Stick around for the raid. Before we go, though, we have a sponsor, Canadian Dice.
No way, really?
CanadianDice.ca. Go buy some
Cool.
dice for Christmas. I think now you have to pay a little bit extra for shipping to get them there before Christmas, but well worth. Go for it. And use the code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice to get a 10% discount off your order. Go over to the Voctaire. Do we have games this week, ladies?
We do.
Tomorrow we've got Babies and Broadswords, and Friday we've got Jittersplat's One Shot,
There you go.
which is like a heist of some sort.
And those are fun.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
And those
I'm gonna
are
have fun.
those are fundraisers for love. What's the why am I drawing a blank?
Extra Life.
Extra Life.
Extra Life. Thank you. I wanted to say level up.
Sure.
I almost
Close enough.
I almost got close enough. No, it's not close.
Sort
enough.
of the same.
It's for Extra Life and help some people out for the holidays. That would be cool. We are going to raid Dice Legends right now, and I think I've done it right. I want to just thank all the players. We'll talk once we get offline and say our adieus. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Go check out
Bye.
Dragonlance. Play Dragonlance.
It's awesome.
I think the raid is going to
Don't kick skulls.
Yep. Looks like it's going.
Don't hit the skull.
Oh, yeah.